Okay, it's the 1st of February and my switch kit has just arrived. I ordered this on the 24th of August 2018 and it's been upgraded because I had to wait so long. They sent out an email, and I've done a previous video on this, I'll put a link in the description. But this is one of the ones that's upgraded to their Switch Pro Premium, and it's 20% lighter, super silent, and it's a higher quality finish and performance, 70% less rolling resistance and 25% higher torque. So let's open it up and have a look. So it looks like it's nicely packaged. It's quite light actually. I thought the box was going to be heavier really. Okay, so here's the first look at the hub. And it looks very nice, very shiny. It's reasonably weighty, but probably it's quite thin, isn't it? If you look at the width of that, that's thinner than I was expecting. And inside, I see it's etched on the wheel with the spec. But this is changeable, so is that coming up on the camera? There you go. So you can see it says Switch. There's a serial number on there, 250 watt, 20 miles per hour, 26 inch. So that's all the spec. In here, well, there's some more bits in here as well. Okay, I think what I'll do is lay all this out on the table because there's loads of bits. Okay, so here's all the things that came out of the box, obviously minus the wheel. I'll show that at the end of this. So the all-important battery, which I'll come to in a minute, but let's move that out of the way for the moment. This cover, which I can't remember if that's for the battery or for the seat, but you can see my other ride is a Tesla. They also come with this little bag. Now I remember asking a question about this, and basically this covers up, this is the handlebar mount, so I was thinking that when the battery is taken off, and especially if you've left out in the rain, that these terminals would be exposed, and that obviously is designed to go over there and cover that up. This feels really solid, really solid plastic. Just give you a close-up of the terminals if you're interested in that and you haven't seen that, and if you want to compare it to other electric bikes that you may have seen. I don't know if you can see in that with the light there. So I don't know what this cable is, but that comes with it as well. Then we've got the pedal sensor, and I can feel this is magnetic. Then the charger, which is, just looks like an ordinary charger. Lithium-ion battery charger, 1.8 amp max. Well, let's let you have a look at that. Then we've got, that's the sensor that registers the rotation. So that's how it starts to run it. I have got a throttle control as well, but I'm not going to use that straight away. I'm going to try other things before I get to that. Quick start guide, a single brake cable, a couple of these which look like they go in by the levers. This is obviously something to do with these inline brake sensors because that's the type I went for. And they've got some model numbers on there, and then you can see what terminals that they have. Some cable ties as well. So the only other thing is the wheel, which you've seen a little bit of already. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. The spoke tension seems to be reasonable. Nice chrome spokes. You can see this is covered up. The terminals are covered up so they don't get damaged because you can see the metal contacts there. And this is attached to the wheel as well. So what I need to do to be able to spin it and see what rolling resistance I've got just in my fingers, that'll be interesting. So let's pop that there and give it a spin. Yeah, that's alright actually. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a lot of rolling resistance. Let's try it the other way. There's more resistance that way, so that must be backwards, I guess. I don't know if you can tell which way, obviously the instructions will somehow say which way to mount, but it would look like that was forward motion because that's got a lot freer motion. Nice and quiet. So that's not going to make too much difference when you're not using it with the battery. And this is the 26-inch standard kit. It's listed on the box as 26-inch 100mm motor type, 250 watt, 20 miles per hour, UK, 5 amp battery, so the smaller battery. This was the cheaper kit, 315 I paid for this, and because I just wanted to give it a try and see what it was like. So let's have a look. I'm going to probably build this up Monday, I would think, because I don't think I'm going to get a chance over the weekend. The battery's obviously one of the main parts that everybody's going to want to see. So I've pulled that up so that it's clear of the zip. Yeah, the zip feels alright. Doesn't seem to want to come open. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, so inside you can see there's some not polystyrene, I can't really think of the name here, but a very padded, very shock resistant sort of covering there. You can see the cable terminals going into there. Then the battery, and this battery has got, you can see all the wires in here. I'm not going to take it all out because obviously this has been all put together properly, but top up charge every 2 months, do not leave on charge. It's lighter than I thought it was going to be. I'm quite happy about that. So let's close that up. So if we look on the back, we've got the terminals here, and then we can see how this slots in. With a very definite click, and that's like that. So then if we were to, you would pull up obviously, so I'll push down. There you go, so that will come off. So that's that part. Let's see if it powers up. I'm guessing it's press and hold. Okay, so I thought that the battery wasn't charged when it came, and I put it on charge. Obviously it's a lithium battery, so it's not going to do any damage. But then I had a quick look in the book, because I haven't looked through this at all yet. Press the battery switch and then hold the middle display button. So if I do that and then hold it down, you can see that it's now come on and the battery looks like it's fully charged. If I change that, the pedal assist changes and it goes right up to 9, I think. Yeah, and then if I keep pressing it, it goes through various different modes. Actually, so how do you turn the light on? I don't know how you turn the light on. Press and hold the plus button seems to turn the light on as well. So if I press and hold the plus button again, well, let's see what happens if I press and hold the minus button. Changes to P. Don't know what that is. Press and hold the center button. Does that just turn it off, or does that? I think that might be reset. Oh, it's like another power button. Anyway, I'll see you on Monday or after Monday when it's all fitted up. So let's plug in. So it's got, I think they call it the Clover connection. Some laptops use that. And then the battery part, well, I'll pop this down because this is obviously what keeps the rain from getting in there. That bit there. And the charger, oh, so you... it's under this bit, isn't it, the charge? Here we go. So there's the charger. So there's a USB socket there, which I think is to power the rear light, which is an option that you can get. There you go, there's the charge connection. Let's plug that in and see what we got on here. This is the charger that comes with a Pendleton Summerbee, my wife's bike, which is great, and I've ridden it the other day. Oh, look. Well, this is interesting. That looks to be, see if you can see that on the camera, that looks to be the same charger, which is encouraging. See what they say on the back. So different manufactured, well, and a different name on it. But if we look at the ratings, it's all very similar. Yeah, this is all very similar. It's got a slightly different model number, 84V42XH, and this is 84V42. And I know this one's plugged in, so I know this one is the one for my switch bike. So I might have to label these, although it does look like they're both the same. 47 to 63 Hertz, output 42.0 volts at 2 amps. All of this is exactly the same. Obviously different serial numbers because they're different products. But yeah, these are definitely being bought from the same place, which I think is good. The charge connection is different on the Pendleton Somerby, so obviously I can't use this for that. And then, well, this connection is the same on the Somerby. So that's interesting. They're using the same part for that. It's got like a physical switch under there that turns it on and off, and then we've got little micro switches here, plus, minus, and the middle one, and then the little strap which is all adjustable. So 250 watt, 100 millimeter, 26. Yeah, so this is all the same spec, and we've got a QC pass on there as well. Right, well I think really what we need to see is it on a bike, and that's not going to happen today, but it will happen, as I say, hopefully Monday. I've got some scales here. I was going to see how much it weighed. So what we got, 2605 grams, or 2.6 kilograms. If I weigh the wheel, this will be a bit trickier to weigh, but I guess I probably can. Well, 1 gram's not going to make a difference, is it? So just under 3 kilograms, 2929 is that? I can't see because the wheel's in the way. So that's the weight of those two components. So that's what you're adding to your bike, and then obviously all of these bits as well. This adds a bit of weight. So what's that? 350 grams, and these are all just very light cables, so I won't bother weighing those. I'm going to build it up on Monday is the plan, and then go out and have a brief ride on it and see what it's like. As I said before, on my single speed bike, which I'll show a picture of now. It's really looking forward to getting out on this. It all looks very nicely put together. Be interesting to see how good this wheel is. Obviously I haven't got the older wheel to compare it to, but yeah, obviously you can see it in the video. If you've got the older wheel, if there's any differences that you can see, I'd be interested to know what differences you've spotted. Okay, so I mentioned earlier on, I've got a throttle kit. I'm not going to put this on straight away. I'm going to use the ordinary pedal system, which is obviously what's legal in the UK, and I'll have to change that down to 15.5 to ride it on the roads. But this has got like a spring-loaded mechanism for the throttle, so I'll be interested to try that on different projects and see what I'm going to build up with that. Okay, so if you've got any questions that you think I might be able to answer because I've got this kit, I'll be happy to try and answer them. If you spotted any differences between this kit and if you had the original kit, if anything looks like it's changed, or any revisions have changed, or this part has changed, I'll be interested in that as well. And thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.